Hello, everyone. So, still on our subsequent provision. In our last video, we got to know that the subsequent provision that we make, we need to compare to the previous provision. So, we had 10% on the debtors figure, giving us 1,000 being the current provision or the subsequent provision that we've made. And then we compare to the debtors figure, which is the 500. Sorry, we compare to the previous year's provision, which is the 500. Okay, so the previous year's provision is the 500. So the previous year provision is just the provision in the trial balance. Okay, is the provision in the trial balance. So let me represent that by TB. And then the current provision is the 10% that we are making on the debtors figure, which has clearly been explained in our previous video. Okay, so this video will just address the reporting aspect of the previous video. So how do we report this information in our statement of profit and loss and our statement of financial position? So always the difference, okay, the difference is what goes to the P&L, okay? So the difference, so FFDIFF. So how do I get a difference? It is the current provision of 1,000, okay, minus the previous provision of 500, and then the difference will go to P&L 500. Now, which aspect of the P&L is the difference going to? So when it is an increase in provision, you made a provision of 500. Now you are making a provision of 1,000. So there is an increase in provision. So the increase in provision is an expense. So that increase will be treated as an expense in our P&L, which is the difference. So the difference is what is going to P&L. Good. As part of our expenses. Then the current provision will go to the balance sheet. So difference P&L, current provision. So CP, current provision, will go to balance sheet or the statement of financial position. Okay, so when I go to my balance sheet, debtors are part of our current asset, which has been explained in our provisions video. So as part of my current asset, I have debtors here. Let me represent that by D. And how much is the debtors figure, which is 10,000. Okay. And the provision that we have made, which is the current provision. So you write provision for bad debt. So provision for bad debt. So provision for bad debt will have the effect of reducing the debtors figure. Will have the effect of reducing the debtors figure. So with less provision for bad debt, with less provision for bad debt, and then we get 9,000. So this is how we report these provisions in our profit and loss, and then also in our statement of financial position. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and share so that everybody gets to understand the very fundamentals of accounting, and together we grow together.